Hi everyone, my name is Mary Ann Fife. I am a Senior Project Coordinator and Learning Designer at SILT, and I'm going to be walking you through how 3 different courses have used the Vula Lessons Tool in their course sites. So the courses we're going to be looking at are Initial Spanish B, Professional Communication Studies for Electrical Engineering students, and Financial Reporting 1. But first, let's have a look at what the Lessons Tool actually is. So the Lessons Tool can be described as a page or a series of pages that allow you to structure your course content in a logical way. And there are many different ways that you can structure your course content. You can structure it by module, topic, block, week, lesson, etc. Whatever makes sense for your content and for your students. It's also worth spending the time to think about what the best way to structure your course content is, because that's quite a fundamental design choice that's going to dictate how your students navigate through your content and navigate through your site. A key feature of the Lessons Tool is this ability to create subpages, and all a subpage is that it's a page that is attached to a lessons page. So this is the main lessons page here, and these are pages or sub-pages that are attached to this page. In this case, if you were to structure your content in terms of modules, then your sub-pages might be topics within that module, and you would name them accordingly. One thing to note is the icons on the left-hand side here. These icons, what they mean is that the arrow denotes a lessons page that has subpages attached to it, and the page icon denotes a lessons page that hasn't got subpages attached to it. So right now we're going to have a look at 2 different lessons pages from 2 different courses, one that has used subpages and another that hasn't. First, let's have a look at a course that has used subpages. The Spanish course you will see has used subpages, indicated by these arrows, and if I click on one of the arrows, you can see that it expands and you can see the subpages. Each one of these subpages are a day of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then grammar and vocabulary and audio and answers, and this is repeated every week. These subpages are repeated every week. Let's have a look at the actual content in the pages. On the top level page, it is an overview of the week, so some information about the week, for example, the dates, the number of hours that it will take, also the objectives for the week, the activities for the week, links to the individual lessons, the project, and the quiz. Then if you navigate to one of the sub-pages, so one of the lessons within that lesson, you will see some of the same information, but it applies only to that lesson. So this is for Monday, and there's some activities, and all these activities presumably need to take place on Monday. So you can see it's quite a long page actually. If you were to include all of these subpages on one page, it wouldn't be very navigable to students. So let's have a look at a course that hasn't used the subpages. You'll see that they haven't used the subpages. The simple lesson page is an icon. There's an introduction, some videos, resources attached to the videos, section of the textbook to read in relation to that video, a quiz in relation to the video and the textbook chapter, and a forum. And then there are subsections under that, under the lesson, so findings, conclusion, and recommendations, those are subsections. Then students are expected to do an assessment task and then do a checklist activity to check that they've done all the activities for the week. So what is happening here? You'll see what's starting to develop is a learning pathway. A learning pathway is just an intended direction for the students to follow. So you can see in this section here, what you want students to do is to watch the video, then go to the textbook pages that are relevant to this video, then do the quiz that's relevant to the video, and go to the forum that's relevant to this section, findings. And what you're indicating here is that that is an ideal way for students to learn the section. And that is what a learning pathway is essentially. And the lessons tool allows you to create this learning pathway. Another thing that the lessons tool does, another really important function of the lessons page, is that it allows you to communicate with students. So it allows you to communicate things like learning objectives. Here you will see on this course that the lecturer has decided to distinguish between required learning activities and learning activities that are recommended but not required. So the required activity is that students watch the video and take notes, and if they want to go the extra mile, they can read the textbook sections and they can hop into the forums. What the lecturer is doing here is providing a quick tip, in this case for navigating the site after submitting the knowledge check. You'll see various instructions as well on what to do for particular videos or activities. So essentially, the lecturer or the teaching team is communicating with the student through the lessons page in a timely manner. So when they get to the section on doing a particular assignment, the instructions for that assignment will be carried in the lessons page. What does a good lessons template look like? It doesn't look like anything in particular, but what you want to do is to make sure that you have structured your course in an appropriate manner, that you have communicated clearly with students on lessons pages about what they need to do, how they need to do it, and that communication is timely. If you are worried about the look and feel, I want to say please don't feel intimidated by this. We have created a lessons template or a course site template that has a pre-populated overview page, course outline page, and lessons template page, and you can use this course template as a basis for creating your site. It's not necessary, but if you like the look and feel of the SLL course in particular, then you are welcome to add this. We will add instructions on how to do this in the information section of this video.